The Chicago Sun-Times announces it's firing its videographers. Tough times for the traditional media business. Now, I understand this issue isn't that interesting to that many people. I'm probably not going to get a lot of views, but I do think it's significant for people who care about communication, marketing, promotion, and being able to talk to customers, clients, and the industry. So here's what's going on. I mean, the Chicago Sun-Times back in 2013 fired all of their photographers. Their revenues are declining, as are the revenues of all newspapers, even the New York Times, because people are no longer buying the full-page ads for $75,000. They're buying just the ad they want on that online business page, for example, for $20. So newspapers are trading tens of $1,000 print ads for pennies in the digital ads, and they're just not figuring out how to make it work. So they're firing not only reporters and editors and managers, but as I mentioned, 2013, every single photographer. Interesting though, at the time they said they're getting rid of the photographers so they can make more room for more and more video on their site. Because with video, you can charge more for advertising. Well, now they've fired all their video. Now it's only 2 videographers and a couple of part-timers. Here's the real lesson here. If you have a business, if you are with a nonprofit, if you have a law firm, if you are part of a government agency and you're trying to communicate with citizens, prospects, customers, you're not going to be able to rely on the Chicago Sun-Times or, frankly, any traditional mainstream media outlet. You're going to have to just do it yourself. Now, I'm not the first person to notice this trend, but it does, again, remind us of the importance of creating your own media. That's why I'm here today with you in this video format that I've created rather than waiting for CBS to come interview me. Now, there was a time earlier in my career when I spent part of every day essentially pitching myself as an on-air expert to CNN and Fox and MSNBC, CBS Morning Show, and doing hundreds of interviews in a year. I frankly don't do that anymore, in part because their audiences are getting smaller and smaller and fragmenting, and in part because it's easier, more direct for me to create my own video and communicate directly with you. Even if the view count is only 12 or whatever it is, it's still a more effective way of reaching the audience I care about. And that's really my recommendation to all of you. Don't spend all your time trying to get on Oprah, because Oprah doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I know she has a cable show. But if you want to communicate in video, the best thing is to be your own TV network. If you want help learning how to do this, that's part of what we train people to do here at Media Training Worldwide. Give us a call, numbers below.